Hello and welcome to this week's Heads Up video update. Today, as you can see, we're not at Wycombe High School. Instead, we've travelled 45 miles to South London to the renowned Wimbledon High School for this year's Educating Girls Symposium. This global event, organised by the International Coalition of Girls' Schools, a network based in the United States, brings together all girls' schools from around the world, including Wycombe High and Wimbledon High. With the theme Celebrating the Power of Girls and Girls' Schools, this symposium showcases the unique benefits of an all-female education and how these schools empower young women to thrive and succeed. Well, with me now is Megan Murphy, the Global Executive Director of the International Coalition of Girls' Schools. Megan is a strong advocate for the transformative power of all girls' education. And under her leadership, the Coalition has worked tirelessly to connect and support schools dedicated to empowering young women. Megan, it's wonderful to see you again. Can you start by telling us a little bit about the International Coalition of Schools? I mean, what's the main mission and what inspired you to take on this role?
Really, our vision at the International Coalition of Girls' Schools is to be the world's leading advocate for girls' schools. And we want to do that in a way that we're connecting with individuals, with schools, and mission-aligned organizations that are as equally passionate and experts at educating and empowering girls as we are at the International Coalition of Girls' Schools.
I mean, it's just such a fantastic mission. Why do you think that all girls education continues to be so valuable in today's world? And what unique benefits does it bring to our young women?
You know, I think that being educated at a girls' school has never been more relevant than it is right now. When we really think about the world's most pressing challenges, whether it's polarity, whether it's poverty, whether it's pandemics, we really need women around the decision-making table. We need them in the science labs. We need them in government to really make the solutions to those worldwide entrenched problems. And I think that the women leaders who are going to be around those tables of decision-making are going to be coming from our girls' schools. And we need women to bring their full power to be able to solve those issues.
I mean, absolutely, and so incredible to be surrounded by so many advocates here today. Now, the theme of this year's symposium is celebrating the power of girls and girls' schools, and it really resonates, you know, linking with what you were saying there. What are some of the most powerful outcomes that you've seen from this kind of education?
You know, I visited 2 schools just yesterday, Nick, and I'm really looking forward to coming to Wycombe
I know, we
High.
can't wait to welcome you.
Yes, next week. And I think in the girls' words, they described their schools as places where they felt that they could be their full selves, that they could take academic risks, that they could try classes, that they could start a club. And they told us that they would not be able to do that in a co-ed environment. They talked about the very safe and supporting environment that is available to them at a girls' school. And that's what we need today.
Free to be themselves, really.
Exactly.
Yeah. I mean, and as part of your role, you're a global advocate in the opportunity to visit, you know, educational establishments all across the world. What trends or changes are you noticing in this space that really excite you?
Well, you know, we're really having a global conversation about the health of girls and the state of girlhood. And I think as leaders of girls' schools, we're experts because all we do each and every day is to think about what's in the best interest of girls. And so I think that there's an opportunity for us to really assert our thought leadership and our expertise into the center of that global conversation about the wellness of girls.
Yeah. And one of the most powerful things actually about ICGS is that research sharing. And, you know, as those studies pop up and that research emerges, it's wonderful to be able to have access to it.
Yes.
Lots of families obviously considering education for their daughters. What would you say are the really key things about considering an all-girls school environment?
Well, I'd say do it. Absolutely consider girls' schools. And it's because at no other school will your daughter be the center of decision making. Every single decision that you make as a head teacher, whether it's hiring staff, whether it's curriculum, whether it's building facilities, whether it's a co-curricular or athletic program, is made with the best interest of a girl at the
Yeah.
center of your decision making. Nowhere else does that happen.
Yeah.
And that's why parents need to think about girls' schools.
Yeah, could not agree more. And finally, what's on the horizon for the ICGS? Are there any new initiatives or goals that you're especially excited to share with us?
We always have new initiatives at the International Coalition of Girls' Schools. I think the two that I'm most excited about are the Global Leader Institute, where we feel that we want to create the future leaders for our girls' schools and for our girls-serving organizations. So this year we're piloting an Aspiring Leader program that we hope to build upon. So that's one exciting initiative. And I think the other one is the Global Action Research Collaborative.
Yep.
You mentioned how
Yes.
research is
Yeah.
really at the center of what we do at the coalition. And the newly selected group of fellows who are going to be participating in that program will be focusing on girls and AI. And I think it's critical for us to better understand the role of girls and women and how AI will be shaping our world more and more.
That really is incredibly exciting, and I look forward to sort of hearing all about those developments over the coming year and beyond. Megan, thank you so much for your time. It's going to be a wonderful day. We're just at the start of the day, and already there's a real hubbub here. So really appreciate you taking some time out to talk to us. Thank you ever so much. Hope it's a good day.
Thank you. Thank you.
Or achieving that you would like to share with us, and if then Anna and Karen could follow on, that'd be great. Thank you.
The Educating Girls Symposium brings together over 120 schools from around the world, joining both virtually and in person. And we're thrilled that our very own Wycombe High TV student production team has been invited to handle all the social media coverage for this global event. And here they are, the magnificent 7. We've got one just behind the camera. Now, can you tell me firstly a little bit about what Wycombe High TV is?
Wycombe High TV is a student-led channel. Basically, it gives student opportunities to like shine out in what they want to do best, like their confidence. It helps grow on a lot of skills.
And we have a TV recording studio, don't we, back at school? And can you tell us a little bit about what you have the opportunity to be involved in if you sign up to take part in Wycombe High TV?
Yeah, so every week there are 2 presenters, and you can either present or you can go behind the camera or listen to sound. And we have our very own green screen to make awesome animations.
So in front of the camera and behind the camera, there are amazing opportunities then?
Yeah, so you can get experience for anything you want to do, TV related.
Amazing. And how long have you been involved?
I haven't actually been involved very long, but even though I haven't been in for a long experience, it's been an amazing experience.
And I guess it's the type of thing then that you can either do from the very start of your education at Wycombe High, or you can get involved in a little bit later.
Yes, and it's still amazing whether you join in the very start of year 7 or year 13.
Fantastic. And I know that back at school we sort of capture lots of coverage of our students sort of doing all sorts of things. What's a typical assignment for a Wycombe High TV journalist?
Well, things like dance auditions, anything that happens that's slightly out of the norm. But definitely there's lots of things, pretty much everything and anything you can make a story out of.
And one of the things that's really key about Wycombe High TV News is the chance to capture our student voices and to hear what you think about important issues. How do you feel about the fact that you're here today at this conference with lots of educational leaders from all over the world?
I think it's a really good experience because you get to meet all these inspirational people and it's just fun here. You just get to meet new people and you get to see all these inspirational people.
And you had quite an early start this morning, didn't you? But have you been quite well prepared for today? Did you have to do any work in advance to get ready?
Well, I had to set an alarm because we had to get up at 5 o'clock in the morning. But other than that, not really. We just had to bring our stuff and come here.
So it was a very early start with a 5 o'clock wake up. And these sorts of opportunities, I mean, Imogen, you've been involved in Wycombe High TV for really quite a while now. You're sort of nearing the end of your school career. Is this quite exceptional, the opportunity to come and participate in a conference like this?
Oh, definitely. It's amazing. I mean, this is the sort of thing I'm hoping to go on and do at university with all the filming and the TV production. So it's amazing to sort of have some real-world experience that I wouldn't necessarily get if I wasn't part of Wycombe High TV. It's brilliant.
And social media is sort of much maligned in the press, isn't it? And particularly the impacts it can have on our young women and mental health. But here we are, a really positive opportunity to contribute to social media.
Yeah, definitely. It's very nice. It's always really uplifting stories. We only really report the positive stuff that's going on at school, and it's brilliant to see. It's really uplifting.
Fantastic. Well, I want to thank you all very much, and our team behind the camera. I am one very proud head teacher here with all of you today, and thank you for representing Wycombe High School. And that wraps up this special edition of Heads Up from the Educating Girls Symposium here at Wimbledon High School in London. I'll be back at Wycombe High School next week and look forward to catching up with you then. Until then, I hope you have a wonderful weekend. Goodbye.